I'm Josh.
And I'm Jake. And this is Squad Car Confidential. Hey, what's going on?
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa. Look at you over there.
You got them stunner shades on, boy.
Look at them shits. Whoa, look at these things. I can't see anything.
The polarization on these things is so good.
It is crazy. I can't see the screen at all. Look at that screen.
It's like that Ray Charles. You hear me?
Look at my... These right here is what we like to call the frontline optics, baby. Look at them. Look at them.
Dude, they're so high quality.
I can't zoom in yours, but hey.
Dude, I got you can't see it. I got the thin blue line on mine. Dude, blue lenses.
Let me see. We're gonna check out Josh's first. These are a company called Frontline Optics. Mm-hmm. These are the Pomonas. Gosh, I don't have my glasses on. But speaking of that, you can get these in prescription. Did you know that?
Yes, you can.
You can get these prescription. The thin blue line ones, and then I just have mine are white. Check them out. Yeah, they also have red ones, and then they have a couple other options. We have mentioned them before. Go to Frontline Optics. I'm gonna put these on so I can see. Frontline Optics. What's the code?
Our code is SquadCar15.
SquadCar.
And they do have male and female glasses for any females on duty that want to wear them. Any males on duty that want to wear them. Yeah. They look good. I've worn them for the past week and a half, 2 weeks. I absolutely love these sunglasses. I've been over at Jake's house for a couple hours a day. And I've dropped them how many times?
Oh, dude, so many times.
I can't keep them on my head. And dude, I pick them up. The lenses aren't busting out. They don't look cracked, bent, nothing. And they're like I said, these are stupid durable. They feel high quality.
Yeah.
They feel thick. They feel like they're made with almost like plutonium or something. I don't know.
They're
Vibranium.
rugged.
I don't know.
The legs on them don't shake.
No, dude.
They don't shake. They're very rugged. The return policy is if you break them, send them back. If you're wearing them at work and you break them, send them back. They'll take care of you. They say no questions asked. They are also rated as safety glasses as well.
It's like OSHA. It's not OSHA.
No.
Something. It starts with an O. Some acronym starts with an O.
I think it starts with an A.
I think it's an O. But yeah, I think it's whatever rated 15.
Yeah.
But dude, it's high quality stuff.
The same thing is safety glasses and stuff like that. I took mine to Disney World, and I rode them on rides. I didn't have an issue. I wasn't worried about them falling off my face. They weren't loose. They fit great. The polarization is amazing. I was able to see the fish in the little.
Were you really?
Pond. Yeah,
that's
dude, I
awesome.
can see the fish. So
back on.
Dude, it was really cool.
They hug my face really good. When I take them off, my face isn't marked up with the sleep marks or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? It looks like you can tell you've been wearing sunglasses for a while. They feel great. I can wear them inside. I can wear these things all the time. I can wear them at night if I wanted to. Yeah. They have superpowers. I don't know. They're great stuff. Get them. Squad Car 15, Frontline Optics.
Yeah, man.
Great company. First responders. For first responders.
Yes, indeed. Squad Car 15. Remember that. Now that we got that out of the way, real quick, if you guys could, pretty please give us a thumbs up. Share our content on YouTube. It would mean the world to us. Drop that sub. Ring that bell for us. It's going to help us out in the long run. So if you could please do that. Also, don't forget to follow us on Spotify or Apple Podcast if you want to get just the audio version. All of those little analytics help us out so much, and we do appreciate it. I just wanted to go ahead and get that little PSA out for us as well. So if you guys could do that, much love.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get right into it. So today we're going to talk about the rank structure and how good rank can break you just like bad rank can.
Agreed.
So we have a video today. I think it's from New Jersey where a few officers are on scene trying to do a DWI investigation, and their assistant chief or chief comes in. And, well, you guys, let's watch together.
Yeah. Do that.
King 47.
A car crash in New Jersey led to an altercation between a police chief and his sergeant.
I'm gonna argue about a jacket, okay? Don't touch me.
Whoa. Got the white Nikes on, the white New Balance.
The Bradley Beach police released video.
I wasn't gonna say
from
anything.
different body cams.
The little
Cops
shove at
arrived
the
on the scene of a suspected drunk driving crash in November. While the officers checked on the occupants of the car and started their investigation, Police Chief Leonard Gaida arrived at the scene and started questioning a responding sergeant about a jacket he was wearing.
Why do you got a jacket on that's not fit to be worn? What's on the back of it?
What do you mean?
Look at tell me what's on the back of it.
Oh, they washed off.
Yeah, then get rid of it.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
You're a sergeant, for God's sake.
Okay, Chief. Let me work this DWI, okay?
But the chief kept calling after the sergeant, who tried to end the conversation.
Chief, I'm on a DWI.
Over here.
Chief, I'm on a DWI.
Get over here.
The sergeant walked back toward the cars
Get
involved
over
in the
here.
crash when the chief followed him, and the conversation turned physical.
I like their
Chief,
vest.
I'm working.
I do not.
I don't have time to argue about a jacket,
Get
okay?
over here. That's not
That guy looks like a nerd.
You touch me. You have a problem? You grabbed me. What? Now get out of here before you get a problem.
Take him in.
This is
No,
this is
you're
it
gonna
right
go
here.
in.
Take him in.
Listen real close.
Drunk again.
Reports say the sergeant has since returned to work, but the chief is suspended without pay until the outcome of an
I
investigation.
don't like that vest.
The mayor
like
of
it. Nah, it looked
Bradley
cooler
Beach tells Inside
in a
Edition that the
different
prosecutor's office has concluded the investigation and forwarded their findings to the borough for review. He says he expects to make a statement about it next week. For
Is we-
Inside Edition Digital, I'm
Oh, wait,
Mara
back that up?
Montalbano.
Mazel tov. What?
Back that up.
For Inside Edition Digital,
Hold on.
I'm
Back-
out
back
at
that up.
the
Look.
borough for review.
The chief is
He
reaching for
says
what?
he expects
Look.
to make a statement about it next week.
Looks like he's reaching for the dude's
For
gun.
Inside Edition
takes the
Nah, he was
keys.
handing
I'm
him
Mara
the keys.
Montalbano next week.
So you can
Baloney.
see somebody
For
else. You see another
See another hand
figure,
come
right?
up?
Yeah, right.
For
There it was.
Inside
It looks like he's
Edition
reaching for the
Digital,
guy.
I'm Mara
Dude's
Montalbano.
He was
gun,
handing
dude.
something. Don't trip. All right. Well,
Don't like the look, man. There's a
time and
there's a
place
lot
for
to
everything.
there's a lot to unpack there.
First of all,
There's
why is the chief showing up to a DWI investigation?
because he's hammered, and he probably saw his officers out and about on the street and thought he could come in there and
Bro,
I
not
don't
me.
know, man.
Not me. I'm
Big stick swinging. You know what I'm saying?
I'm whoop 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 whoop, and I'm driving like
Dude,
a
out.
whoop whoop, and I'm out.
I might roll down the window, but you guys code 4? Cool. I'm out.
I'm not even doing that much. I'm literally whoop whoop whoop.
I don't,
Later, and when I'm home, I'm going home. Like I'm
Dude, I
driving.
mean, there's a time and place. The chief is worried about a jacket. I'm sure the police was written off, like washed off the back of the sergeant's jacket.
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like it was like what's that, screen printed?
Yeah,
almost, or
heat
like
press or
ironed
whatever.
on. Yeah, heat pressed, and yeah. So I
He should have told that chief. He said, "Why you out here with the jacket?" He said, "Well, chief, why are you out here with a tracksuit and white New Balances on? How about you go home?"
Why? How about this? Why?
Let me
are you
question to
talking
me.
about that?
Number one, he should have the know-how and the wherewithal to not speak to his sergeants in front of other officers like that,
And not even
and,
other officers,
and to conduct himself.
other like civilians in front of anybody like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just it's bad look, and I'm almost positive that the assistant chief, other than on scene when he said take him in, I think the assistant chief tried to have him fired, and for a while I believe he was what am I trying to say? I think the sergeant was suspended for a while too. I guess he brought it up to his union or whatever, union reps, and they brought it up. And did an investigation. They ended up, the sergeant went back on the street, and the assistant chief got suspended without pay.
That is crazy. So what I initially don't like, I don't like. First of all, he's obviously drunk, right? Like he's very obviously
How'd he get there?
intoxicated. He got there. He got there.
It's a story for a different time, huh?
Yeah. So I don't like that. I don't like you're questioning him, making him take off pieces of his uniform in front of people. Like I understand, like if he's not wearing, like if something is completely 1033 or out of regulations, right? I understand if it's like very, very bad, like, you know, you don't have like the right patches on, or like it's ripped or torn or something. But you know, if it's cold out and you got a jacket and the back just comes off because you've had the jacket for a long time, like, hey, get a new jacket, or like
No, but that's something you address like on the side or
like
after the stop
in
sign.
roll call, like not even on the street.
Or if you feel that strongly about it, pull them over the side like the next day at work. But, hey,
you feel that
Sergeant,
strongly
blah
about-
blah blah, come here.
That's why
We have a
Anyways.
quartermaster system. Here's a new jacket for you.
right, and then
We don't have that. But
another thing is like him. So I would say the chief, like him turning on the supervisor and going, you need to have like punitive action taken upon you, just shows like he doesn't have anybody on the force's back. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
no.
Like he doesn't support anybody there. Otherwise he wouldn't have acted like that on scene. He wouldn't have tried to get the sergeant in trouble because he was upset. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like he had his panties in a wad, and he was upset that the supervisor did that to him.
well, what did you think about the shove from the sergeant to the assistant chief?
At the end,
I
understand why he did it. He shouldn't have did the last little push. When he pushed him onto the car, I get it. You need to get out of here. He pulls him off the car, and then that little shove at the end, maybe too much. Maybe too much.
I'm gonna hot button topic here. Switch that around. I'm fine with the last minute shove. I don't like throwing him on top of the hood of the car.
don't like
I don't like that. So what you could have done, which I would have done, grabbed him up, walked him over
to the sidewalk.
or wherever to the other officers, and then gave him the shove to get out of here.
That's fine.
I don't think I would have thrown him on top of the car because I feel like at that point you're almost like dehumanizing the chief.
I don't know if it was on purpose.
I
think-
looked it. I
I
don't
think he
know.
like grabs him and goes to push him back, and then the car's there, and like they go onto the hood of
Maybe
the car.
you saying like maybe the sergeant fell, not sergeant, the chief fell.
I think he just was like pushing him, like you're saying, but then the car was there.
Mm.
Like I think he was like focused on the chief. The chief had like just been irritating him, and he grabs
Yeah.
him and is like, "Don't do that to me." And then the car's there, and
So
they go onto the
so
car.
the clip that we watched doesn't show how long the
It was
chief,
a long video.
but how long the chief was out there bugging him because that for a reaction like that to just him to snap just like that, dude. I feel like the chief been trying to bug him for a while, or
We had a shortened version.
yeah, that video was like what 2 minutes long, and we found
yeah,
the video that was like what 45 minutes long.
It was a long video.
it was out there, but there had to been. I think there was more
There's-
to it.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. I think it's important that you back your officers, your supervisors. Like, what's the word? Like, so I want to be a sergeant, right? So I think it's
Nerd.
right. So, but I think for me it's important that like I have my officers back on scene, right? Like we're on the same team, and unless there's like a serious issue, like a serious tactical issue, somebody could get hurt, or you're doing something like egregious and against policy, or that's illegal, like obviously I'll step in. But like if you're making decisions and everything like that, and your decisions are within policy, within the law, and nobody's getting hurt, I'm gonna have your back.
Yeah.
You're gonna have your back, and then if I see anything, I'll be like, hey, by the way, you got the wrong shoes on, or you got whatever, just make sure nobody else catches you in them, or whatever, you can get them fixed, or whatever you gotta say. Like do that offline, like off body camera, off like just you and that other officer. You need to separate each other and be like, hey, good job. I like how you handled everything, but get a new jacket. Your jacket's messed up.
Yeah, you know what I like to do as a detective. I'm starting to work with like the younger officers more because they'll call me, notify me on whatever they have on scene, and if sometimes it requires me to come out to the scene and to ask questions. And when the officer's like in the car running it down to me, I like to ask questions to make them think. Right, like why are you doing this? Why that way? Because they already know the answer because they've already given me the answer. But I like to know like where their thoughts are on or how they got there, because you'll get some people that are like, oh, I got this. Well, how'd you come to that? Well, so and so said it. I was like, no, this is your report. You have to be able to explain why you're doing this. You have to articulate it in your report. So run it down to me. Why is it burglary instead of trespassing, or instead of home invasion, or whatever?
I would say the only issue that I have with that, I do like that. I think that should be done offline though, because coming down to like the case and the integrity of the case, it could sound like you're questioning that officer, or that you don't think that, or I just don't think it's a good look. I think the defense attorney can use that against you ultimately. Just like thinking in furtherance of the investigation in the case, that is definitely something that you can do to like help teach them. But I think it should be done at the back end, like you know, like you guys just have a conversation after the investigation's done and stuff like that. Maybe not on body camera.
I mean, but sometimes those questions have to be asked during the investigation because you could have it. They could have it wrong,
right?
Or they could explain the wrong details to you, and you have to question them about it, and not trying to sound like
I think if it's pertinent and important to the investigation, then yes.
I'm not sitting there asking, well, why this? Why this? Why this? Why this? Why this? Why this? Why this?
Right.
I just want to get their train of thoughts and why they're thinking. Why is it this? Like, how'd you come to this conclusion? I don't want to like give them a full interrogation.
As long as you're not questioning. That's just my thing. Is like just don't question too much because, like, that could add a little bit of hindrance.
Dude, I had a. Do you remember? We got a call.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
We got a call from one of our supervisors who got a call from someone else that there was this dude toting a gun and selling drugs in his back parking lot.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
and
about.
And we chased him through. So long story short, guys, Jake and I had a foot chase. We arrested him. I fell. Not my proudest moment. My sunglasses broke, but if I was wearing these, they wouldn't have broke.
Squad car 15.
No, but seriously. So look, I fell. We got up. We arrested him. He had a key fob in his pocket, and I got the key fob after the search and to arrest. And I was informed by one of our reserve officers. He said, "Hey, he was standing by this car. It's still running." So I go over there. I look through the front windshield. Oh, look, there appears to be narcotics in the what you call it?
Like the handle.
Cup holder. Oh my gosh, dude.
Cup holder.
It was stupid plain view. It was right there.
It took you that long to piece together.
I couldn't. So I was telling the sergeant about it, right? And they were asking me, and they're like, "Well, how can you see that? Do you have X-ray vision?" I was like, "No, you can see it through the front windshield. The front windshield's not tinted." Well, how do you know? How do you know it's this? How do you know it's this? Why? How do you know it's that exactly what you're asking for? And when I went to court, those questions were brought up. Like their statement was brought up. I was like, that thinking that the sergeant believed I was incorrect. I was like, no, they were asking sarcastically. Not that shouldn't have been on camera. But
yeah, and so that's what I mean. That's kind of like what I was referencing without like namely referencing it is like, you know, just be careful you don't have like that situation again. But I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good learning point. It keeps you thinking, and it's like, okay, why did I? Okay, yeah, no, because it met this element of that crime. That's why.
Yeah.
So
he's in jail for a long time.
Just
heads up? My search warrant was phenomenal. So was my testimony.
That went federal. I actually talked to his federal defense attorney.
When?
During Mardi Gras. I didn't.
The white dude.
The guy that we arrested, I talked to his defense attorney. Yeah, he's like,
dude. He
tall.
Grilled me so hard.
Kind of looks like a nerd.
Yes. Is he red hair?
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah. He said, so dude, we go to the church to go to the restroom, and I walk in there, and he looks and he sees my name, and I go to the bathroom, I come out, and he goes, "Are you related to," you know, he says my first and last name, and I was like, that's crazy. I am that guy. And he was like, you're not. That's. Hold on. And he was confusing me and you.
Oh.
He's like, I thought you were a little bit taller. And I was like, oh, you might be thinking about Josh. And he's like, yeah, because I had this one case. The guy, he got arrested in the parking lot, and I started spitting out details to him. I was like, oh yeah, he had the 10mm Glock, and he had this and this and this, and we did the search warrant, and we did. He was like, that was like 2.5 years ago, and you remember all that? And I was like, yeah, man, it was the first time I ever got a 10mm Glock. It's like locked in. And he was like, he just looked at me and he's like, I'm so glad I didn't interview you. And he was like, you are not the kind of officer that I like to have, because he's like, you can just arbitrarily think of all of these details. And I was like, yeah, usually if you give me like a location and like kind of a little bit starter, I can remember what it is.
Dude, same here. I gotta have give me some like details about it and like where it was. I can usually remember it.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, and he's like, yeah, that guy. He's like, yeah, that guy got like 15 years.
Did he really?
Yeah. He got more than 10.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now that they offered him a plea deal.
He didn't want it.
He didn't want the plea deal, and he was like, "If you don't take this plea, you're looking at 99." He was like, "What?"
He
wanted to go to trial.
His defense attorney told me he was like, I'm gonna tell you when we're wrong. We're wrong. he's like, I don't win a lot because they usually got it pretty locked in, and he's like, they got this one.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, without going into too many details, that thing was open. My search warrant was so solid, and the defense attorney tried to pick it apart.
That's his job.
And I mean, he did a crappy job because you did the search warrant was solid. It was.
He told me that he was like, dude, there was no. He's like, there's nothing I can do. He said there's literally nothing you can do. He said we put together a good case.
Nux. It makes you feel good, dude. Even the defense is like, "Hey, you did a really good job."
When you get a compliment from a defense attorney,
dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, testifying in federal court.
The defense attorney was snarled at.
Dude, testifying in a federal court's not nice. It's very nerve wracking.
Do you know this case that I'm about to show?
Yes.
I want to show this one.
Yes.
I think this one's.
I
important.
do. Let's put it up. Give the background on it. Or how about this? Let's everyone watch together.
We're gonna watch it, and then I will give you some information.
I have a lot of the things to talk about on this video.
I gotta unmute the site real quick because I was pulling it up. And a 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3, play.
Get in the car. All right, I'm getting in. Get your feet in. What's up? Hey, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. You want to play games? You play with the wrong.
What you gotta do, man? You gonna mace me?
Look at me, you want to play games? If you ever get disrespectful with my officers, I will remove your soul from your body.
After allegedly applying pepper spray to
not
the
good.
man's
I didn't
face,
remember that quote.
even
No,
though
I don't either.
Officers on the scene think this is excessive and is probably not going
She's
to
not
end
wrong.
well. So the
Hey,
policewoman
man.
intervenes by pulling back bowls from the apprehended suspect. Not even a second later does Bowles grab her by the throat before pushing her away.
Look how red he is.
Do what you gotta do.
I thought that was Goldberg for a second.
No. Just let it be.
We clear?
Yes, sir.
And I'll see you in about 5 minutes.
Can you stop pulling the hands over my wrist?
Well,
I'm almost sure he got fired.
I hope so.
I'm almost positive he got fired.
So I will say that female officer that grabbed him has the most balls out of anybody that I've ever seen.
Yeah, she was
crazy.
trying to save the suspect from getting maced in the face, and she tried to save that sergeant's career.
She was trying to keep. Yeah, she 100% was the only person who cared about everybody in that situation. She was like, we are all going to get in trouble if he maces this dude in handcuffs in the back of the police car. He's probably going to get fired or something egregious, and I need to stop this right now.
Dude, he was on 10 for whatever reason. But the good thing is that
So what?
so she probably couldn't fit in, right? So there you got 3 dudes trying to get this dude in the car. There's nowhere for her to get in there and help out. So she's looking from like the back point of view, right? And she's like, "Oh, this is getting way out of hand. Let me try to de-escalate this." And then
Right.
she gets choked up by
Bro.
the sergeant. Dude,
Bro, don't
that's
touch me.
ridiculous.
First of all, oh, good, the lieutenant.
I'm telling you that would work.
Inside joke. But I'm gonna tell you right now,
That's ridiculous. That should never have happened.
who cares if this dude's being an asshole?
Dude, that's
Right?
their
He's-
job.
He's the bad guy is being an asshole. That's at this point he's in handcuffs. He's in the back of the car. You won.
You already won.
Chill
That's-
out. What more you got to? What more do you have to show?
Not some people just want
that
dude,
kind of
they just want
supervisor-
everything however they want it, dude.
We have something called EPIC, right? It's like ethical policing is courageous. What? So what are you looking
I
at?
was looking at the sticker. This is in Florida.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know. So it's
Florida,
they're accredited. They're what's that called? The police accreditation.
Anyway, continue.
Anyways, I'll pull it up. So ethical policing is courageous, right? So like what she did was very ethical. She stepped in a moment that the situation was like way too high, spiraling out of control. Bad things were about to happen. That officer was about to mace that dude for no reason. They would have had like to call EMS. Like that guy could have ingested the
Dude,
pepper spray.
You have to call IA, all kind of stuff, dude.
So she 100%, like 1,000% was in the right. She should have been promoted. Honestly, that's amazing. That's what you want. Like that's what you need. Like in a leader. Like she was 100% a leader, right? Because she didn't just sit around and wait for someone to step in and stop them, or she didn't just stand by. But she like stepped in and said, "Yo, you're doing too much." And like when he even grabbed her, she was like, "Sir, like don't." You know?
Yeah.
Like, she still didn't even go too far. She was like, "Don't." So I think she did a great job. And supervisors like that are like the worst kind of supervisors. They're
the ones that need to get weeded out. It's dude. When I first saw the video, that came out like what, a couple years ago? It was dude. It had to have been a couple years ago. I was so disgusted when I saw it, dude. It was absolutely disgusting. It puts a bad look on all of us.
Yeah, dude. It makes us all look bad to the point where it's like, this is the kind of outlook that people have on all police officers, and it's like, no, we're not all like that. Like you have to know when just like to step back, because you're letting this dude get under your skin, and it just fuels the arrested subject. Like he's gonna be like, I'm getting under his skin. I'm gonna keep going.
You know what I do? When you're in the back of my car and you're starting to get under my skin a little bit.
Do you play the Dixie Chicks?
No, dude, I put on 2000 country radio hits, and I turned that sucker up. I had one dude. I arrested him. We did a traffic stop. Car ended up turning out to be stolen, and so ended up doing a search warrant on the car. And he's in the back of the car just talking so much smack and crap, dude. He won't give me an inch. So I turned that radio up, like 2000 country hits, a lot of Jason Aldean, Kenny Chesney, all of it, dude. It was going so good. And so I kind of forgot about him in the car. So we're searching the car. We're doing everything. And like an hour passed, hour and a half. And I come back in the car. I turn it down to do something. He's like, "Man, please, bro. I'll shut up. Just don't turn that radio up no more." I was like, "One more word and I'll turn it back up." He's like, "All right."
This guy was in the back, and he was like reading the computer, and he's just like, "What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?"
I hate
And he was just
that.
like talking and talking and talking, and he just like kept talking to me. So I took the computer, I pushed it over, I turned the screen off, and I turned around in my seat, and I just looked at him, and I was like, "What do you want to talk about?" And he was like, "What?" And I was like, "What do you want to talk about?" And he's like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Well, you obviously don't want to go to jail." So, because you don't want me to do the police report, so you don't want me to finish that. So that's fine. I can sit here. I get paid though, as long as you're in the back of my car. I get paid. I was like, so we can sit here and talk about whatever you want. I was like, you want to talk about like how many stars are in the sky? You want to count them with me? Like And he was like, what? And I was like, I'm the one writing the report. So like, the longer you talk, the less I can write. So we can just sit here and talk.
That drives me nuts.
And he was
dude.
like,
hate it.
He just like sat back and was like, write the report, bro. All right. Also,
Dude.
it's LEA. It's law enforcement agency
But dude-
accreditation. You know what's funny is it's a self-initiated process of adopting and maintaining standardized policies and procedures. Almost like that supervisor should have known about Epic.
Dude, but I know. I hate when they read over your shoulder.
Oh yeah, bro.
What's that, bro? Oh, that warning no good. Man, mind your business, dude. Dang, I'm writing that.
That's a whole fake ass search warrant,
She even lied on me about that, bro. I was like, I don't care, dude.
That ain't nobody's signature, bro.
I love that one, dude. Do you ever get one where they
sign that shit?
when they sign like the ticket or the summons and they put sign under duress?
No.
Dude, I was like, what is? I was like, first you spelled under duress wrong, and I was like, what is it? What is it? What do you think that means?
What's under the dresser?
And I was like, what do you think this means, dog? He's like, I'm being forced to. I was like, I'll give you an option. You sign this, or I take you to jail. That's your options. No
Just
under the dresser here.
Oh man.
Oh.
All right, you want to roll into some trivia?
Yes, dude.
Let's get
trivias.
Trivia.
Ba, 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 ba.
We need a song for that. That's what we need.
Yeah, so when it get taken out of the air.
We need a transition song.
Transition. All right, so here we go. We're gonna do geography.
Geography.
All right, how many questions do you want? You want 10?
I don't know. Let's see how I'm feeling.
He's not gonna be feeling good. All right, start off an easy one. What American city is the Golden Gate Bridge located?
San Francisco.
Okay. What's the capital of Thailand?
Bangkok.
Cairo is the capital of what country?
Cairo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can I have a hint on the country?
If I give you a hint, it's gonna give it away. There's camels.
India.
Not those kind of camels.
Egypt.
There's 3 of these very large objects in the sand.
Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying that before. Hold on. I was saying that before you said the very large object.
No, I didn't hear it.
Because you said not that kind of camel. I said Egypt.
All right. What is the capital of Canada?
The capital of Canada?
Canada, yeah.
Hold on. Montreal?
It's Ottawa. Ottawa.
Oh, yeah, Ottawa. Montreal? Why?
All right. Which country is the second biggest in the world?
Second biggest country?
Second biggest. Runner up.
Brazil.
No, we just talked about it.
Canada? Oh,
Yep.
Lord.
Mount Everest lies in which mountain range? Ooh, that's a good one.
Mount Everest lies in which mountain range? Ha! Can I get a hint?
Yeah, the big ones. the big mountains.
I don't know what
them Himalayas here.
the Himalayas, the Himalayan sea salt.
All right, what is the largest country in the world?
The largest country?
Yeah.
Russia.
Russia. All right. What is the name of the great park in New York City?
Central Park?
What do the letters D and C stand for in the capital city of Washington, D.C.?
District of Columbia.
Correct. I think we've covered this one before. What is the longest river in Africa?
The longest river in Africa is not the Nile. It's the other one. What?
In Africa.
Oh, yeah, then the Nile.
Idiot.
Wait, what was the...
No, you're correct.
What was the one that was...
And when did the Amazon?
Oh, yeah, the Amazon versus the Nile. We were doing
what's the other one? What's the one in the United States? The Missouri River.
The Missouri, yeah. Because it goes from, like, the north, which doesn't make any sense.
All right. Europe and Africa are separated by which sea?
Europe and Africa?
Mm-hmm.
Not the Baltic. It's the...
It's a long name.
A long name? Like how long?
It's pretty long. At least 10 letters. Is there a trench named after it?
Something trench. The
Mediterranean.
I never would have got that.
All right. Which desert covers most of northern Africa?
Which desert? The Sahara.
All right. You're not going to know that. Where's the biggest railway station in the world?
Biggest railway station in the world? Probably UK.
No. United States, baby.
Oh.
What state?
What state has the biggest railway?
No, railway station.
Can I get a hint?
It's up north.
Up north.
Like northeast.
Northeast. Maine?
New
There's
York.
that too north. New York?
Grand Central Station.
I should have known. I should have said that.
Istanbul is a large country. Istanbul is a large city in which country?
Istanbul? Oh, bro, I'm blanking.
You eat it on Thanksgiving.
Turkey.
And let's do one more for poos and giggles. How many time zones does India span?
Oh, India? It's something crazy. It's like
It's not crazy.
No? Is it just all in the one time zone? I thought it was like 2 or 3.
No, if I'm asking how many, it's implied more than one.
Yeah, I thought it was like 2 or 3.
Define crazy.
Crazy is like 2 or 3.
The United States has 3.
Does it? So it just has 2?
Dos. Well, that's all the trivia I have for you, buddy.
That's not good. I'm not good at that trivia. I don't like it.
I'm awful at geography, too.
I don't like being wrong, to be honest.
Yeah, well, get used to it. So you got anything else for us?
I mean that's all I've got. It's kind of a shorter episode this week.
Is it? I still think we went quite a while.
We're doing my it's my daughter's birthday, so we figured we'd step aside real quick, do a quick little episode.
Quick little
for you
gabagoo,
guys.
huh?
Hey, quick little gabagoo, you know.
Gabagoo. Hey.
We gotta get to being more consistent. We want to get some. We're gonna get some shorter content. We are gonna be getting a TikTok started and stuff like that. But like I said, don't forget to like, share, press that sub, ring those notification bells. Just let us know. Give us some content. Give us some little
Ideas.
bit of feedback, some ideas, anything you guys want to see. I'm gonna convince him to do a live episode on Twitch. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be lit. Then we're gonna record it. And we're gonna put it on YouTube. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
We appreciate you guys. And we do try to get together as often as we can, but his schedule's awful. Mine's horrendous.
Yeah.
And with kids and family, we meet up honestly when we can. So don't knock us on that. But like I said, we're trying to get together more frequently. So like I said, hit us up on the Twitter or the X, whatever it is. And if you guys want to see something specific or particular, them college words, let us know. And we'll answer any questions you have, or we'll cover any topics you guys have for us. All right?
Yeah, don't forget Squad Car 15 Frontline Optics, baby.
Thank you. We love you. Deuces.
Goodbye.